We're gonna start off by cooking our macaroni noodles. And what I'm gonna be using is this deluxe Great Value macaroni and cheese original cheddar. You could use Kraft if you like. On the box it says cook 8 to 10 minutes, so just figure it out, you know, maybe do 5 to 7 minutes just so it has that tackiness. You don't want to overcook them because we're going to be baking this as well. You want the deluxe because it comes with this package, and this is the sauce that we're going to be adding to the noodles in a bowl with all the other ingredients. I'm going to lightly salt my water, give this a stir, and then I'm going to cover it, cook it for 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to check my noodle and see if they're ready. While the noodles are cooking, I'm going to give this a light spray with some pan spray. I rinsed my shrimp, which these are large colossal shrimp. I'm not using Argentine shrimp. They didn't have any, but this will do. These are really, really good quality. I have a pound here. And I rinsed them, and make sure they're really, really dry. You don't want too much moisture in the pan. You just want to lightly spray it because we're going to be adding all our ingredients in a mixing bowl, and that's when we're going to add our butter. I'm going to be using this Knorr's shrimp bouillon. You can find it in the Hispanic section in your local grocery store or the Asian. I've never seen it just where all of the herbs and spices are. So you might want to look there if you can't find it anywhere else. And I'm going to be using half of one of these. They're about this big. And it's a little bit less than half what I'm going to be using. I just cut it to size, chopped it up, and it's ready to go. Adding a really thinly sliced red onion to bring out some sweetness. I have 1 clove of garlic, and then I have my bouillon right here, my shrimp bouillon. I'm going to add it to the pan. Adding a bit of basil, some dry basil, because I'm going for like a shrimp scampi type taste without all the oil. So keep in mind, you don't want to add a bunch of olive oil to this. You want to lightly spray the pan with some pan spray because you're going to be adding it to your bowl and mixing everything together, and you just don't want it to be overpowered with some oil and stuff like that and moisture, because then it's gonna mess your cheese ratio up as far as, you know, your mac and cheese bake. You could use whatever pepper you like, but right now I'm going to be using this peppercorn melody. It has just a few different varieties of pepper in here. I'm going to go ahead and grind it in. And then I'm going to use some Himalayan pink salt. And easy on the salt because we have the bouillon in there. Al dente and ready to go. Set them aside in your mixing bowl. It doesn't take long for these to cook, so you don't want to overcook them. You just want to make sure all of the spices and your bouillon and everything is mixed and you got all that flavor, but you don't want too much moisture. So this right here is looking great. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the bowl after it cools. And if you have some crispy bits that you could scrape off the pan, that's even better. That's just more taste. A tablespoon of butter, which is a butter replacement. You could use whatever butter you like. You could use real butter, but this is what I'm going to be using right here. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Add the premium cheese sauce that comes with the Great Value mac and cheese. Half of a cup of organic cheddar. You could use whatever cheddar you like. If you like it a little bit more sharp, use a medium sharp or extra sharp. Whatever you prefer, it's all about your taste, but this is organic cheddar. I have 1 cup of Colby Jack, and what I'm going to do is put half of this in the mixing bowl and set aside half to top the mac and cheese. I'm going to be adding some chive and onion cream cheese spread, and I'm going to do 1/3 cup. So you could use just regular plain cream cheese, but I think the more flavor the better. And yeah, so just keep it about 1/3 cup. The cream cheese and all the cheese is going to thicken. So what I have here, you could use milk if you like, but I took out just 1/4 cup of the water from the actual pasta water because it has that starch in it, and you're good to go. I'm going to lightly salt and pepper this. You want to make sure you mix it really well and get that cream cheese and butter just mixed in. And since it's room temperature and warm, it'll be pretty easy. I have my baking dish ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and lightly spray it with some pan spray. Top it off with the rest of my Colby Jack. Add more if you like, the more the better. Add a few dollops of butter. Lightly salt. And pepper the top before going into the oven. My baby's ready for the oven. Let's go. Bake this for about 20 minutes on 350 in your oven and or toaster oven. And for the last few minutes, if you can, turn it on broil and crisp up the top. It's out of the oven and looking amazing. We're gonna let it set for a few minutes and then we're gonna bowl this up. This came out amazing. Try it out and you're gonna love it. I'll see you in my next video.